A week or two ago, I made a video on who I think should win the men's Money in the Bank ladder match this year, and quite frankly, you know what? Let's do the same for the women's. But hey, if you like wrestling content, we have that here, so feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Peep your boy on the Twitch, because we got some wrestling variety over there, and same for the other socials. Let's get into the video. Wasting no time, I'm going to start this video off with a little bit of a curveball choice, with number one being none other than Dakota Kai. And the reason I say Dakota Kai is, quite frankly, with the storyline involving her in Damage Control, I would not be surprised if we potentially could have the end of the faction itself, or at the very least some changes happening within the group. It's only a matter of time, and let's be real, it is only a matter of time before we start having somebody else winning some titles in the faction. What I could see potentially happening in this case scenario is Kairi Sane eventually getting booted out of the faction, and whenever Asuka returns, she could either choose to side with Kairi Sane or with the rest of Damage Control, ultimately siding with her former tag team partner in the Kabuki Warriors. And I can even see Io Sky potentially getting back into the women's title scene, becoming champion once more. And well, if you know Dakota Kai in her time both in the main roster and in NXT, she's not exactly the most trustworthy person. Kind of the equivalent to a female Kevin Owens, where it's only a matter of time before she betrays you. And what a better way to keep that whole song and dance up, quite like having her go ahead and turning on Io Sky, being the final nail in the coffin of Damage Control. And on top of that, you can't tell me she doesn't have what it takes to be a future women's champion in the WWE. That is a good 100% chance, whether it be sooner or later. It's only a matter of time. That being said, somebody else that has a lot better chance to win the title of Miss Money in the Bank 2024 is none other than the center of the universe, Tiffany Stratton. And it kind of makes sense with her character as well, and you can't tell me that they wouldn't make a specialized version of the Money in the Bank briefcase just for her, going with their whole Barbie-esque feel and vibe. And let's be real, I 100% see, and I'll even mention this the next time I do the people to take the championships video, every single next champion, that sort of video. If you've seen it on my channel, if you haven't, hey, go ahead and check it on it. You know, it should be up here in the corner at some point in the video. Nevertheless, I could see Tiffany winning the tag team titles alongside Nia Jax, and I could see Nia also going on to win the women's championship off of Bayley. And you can't tell me that you would be surprised if Tiffany is not only Miss Money in the Bank, but also the person to ultimately win the Money in the Bank briefcase and then cash it in around WrestleMania season. I don't know how well a babyface Nia Jax could be, but I could see it working out decently well against the likes of a Tiffany Stratton, with Nia being the dominant force, but still being outsmarted by the likes of Tiffy. And while it may be Tiffy time, there is one other person I could see winning this briefcase and holding it in similar fashion, potentially getting her own specialized briefcase, and well, you already know, it's Chelsea Green. I'll be real, I really hope that she's the one to ultimately win it. She could really pull off this chicken shit heel, this person that wins the briefcase but has to go ahead and outsmart every opponent she faces. Not just a Nia Jax figure, but literally anybody that she has to deal with. And even then, I would love if we could see a little bit more of Chelsea Green and what she can do in the ring, because trust me, she can do a whole lot more than just be a chicken shit heel. And even then, a lot of the WWE audience has not seen just everything she can manage, everything she can do, the character work, the in-ring work. She could absolutely kill it in the ring, on the mic to a degree. And ultimately, what is one thing you want the Money in the Bank briefcase to do is to make you a brand new main eventer. She'd be able to go ahead and have probably the most notable women's Money in the Bank run, which, I'll be real, to be fair, it's not that hard. Outside of like Carmella, there hasn't really been any long-lasting women's Money in the Bank runs. Nevertheless, I could see her having one hell of an entertaining time as Miss Money in the Bank, and you already know a lot of people would go there absolutely crazy whenever she does ultimately cash in. And on top of that, we need somebody to hold this briefcase for a decent amount of time. Longer than, I don't know, 24 hours? Or, you know, Io Sky did hold it decently long. Like for what, a month? 2 weeks? Maybe 3? Let Chelsea Green go ahead and win it. Or even a Tiffany Stratton, or even a Dakota Kai, and have a decently long reign as Miss Money in the Bank before they ultimately go ahead and cash in. And that is something that we've been needing for the women's side, or to be fair, kind of both sides for the Money in the Bank contract. Somebody to actually have a notable run as the briefcase holder. We haven't really had that since, what, Seth Rollins? Someone to elevate that briefcase and elevate themselves as if it was a title, because it is essentially a wrestler's stairway into becoming a main eventer. So might as well start off with a pretty enjoyable time as the Money in the Bank holder. And one more time, I should re-emphasize, just in case you haven't gotten the point, a briefcase holder that lasts longer than a good few weeks or a day. An actual, hey, this was my favorite Money in the Bank winner because I actually held on to the briefcase and was pretty enjoyable and held a good story with the briefcase as well. Please, whether it's Tiffy time or whether it's time to go ahead and let Chelsea Green go and do something with that, or even use that to tell the story of the beginning of the end of Damage Control. Or let's be real, if this is somebody else that wins it, do something with them. Don't just have them cash in like a good 5 minutes later. And yeah, see ya.